Numbers 33 through 36. These are the stages of the people of Israel when they went out of the land of Egypt by their companies under the leadership of Moses and Aaron. Moses wrote down their starting places stage by stage by command of the Lord, and these are their stages according to the starting places. They set out from Ramses in the first month, on the 15th day of the first month, and on the day of the Passover, the people of Israel went out triumphantly in the sight of all the Egyptians. While the Egyptians were bearing all their firstborn, whom the Lord had struck down among them, on their gods also the Lord executed judgment. So the people of Israel set out from Ramses and camped at Succoth. And they sent out from Succoth and camped at Etham, which is the edge of the wilderness. They set out from Etham and turned back to Pi-Hahiroth, which is east of Baalasphon. And they camped before Migdal, and they set out from before Hirath, and passed through the midst of the sea in the wilderness. And they went a 3 days' journey to the wilderness of Etham, and camped at Marah. They set out from Marah and came to Elim. At Elim there were 12 springs of water and 70 palm trees. And they camped there. And they set out from Elim and camped by the Red Sea. And they set out from the Red Sea and camped in the wilderness of Sin. And they set out from the wilderness of Sin and camped at Dophkah. They set out from Dophkah and camped at Alish. They set out from Alish and camped at Rephidim, and there was no water for them to drink. They set out from Rephidim and camped at the wilderness of Sinai. They came up from the wilderness of Sinai and camped at Kibroth-Habbah, and they set out from Kibroth-Habbah and camped at Hazeroth, and they set from Hazeroth and camped at Rithmah. And they set out from Rithmah and camped at Rimmon Perez, and they set out from Rimmon Perez and camped at Libnah. They set out from Libnah and camped at Rishon. They set out from Rishon and camped at Keletha. They set out from Keletha and camped at Mount Shepher. And they set out from Mount Shepher and camped at Harada. And they set out from Harada and camped at Mekhelah. And they set out from Mekhelah and camped at Talath. And they set out from Talath and set out and camped at Terah. They set out from Terah and camped at Mikitha. And they set out from Mikah and camped at Hashma. They set out from Hashmanah and camped at Meroth. And they set out from Meroth and camped at Ben-Jakkah. And they set out from Ben-Jakkah and camped at Hor-Haggidgad. They set out from Hor-Haggidgad and camped at Jobath. And they set out from Jobath and camped at Ebron. And they set out from Ebron and camped at Ezeh-Gibber. And they set out from Ezeh-Gibber and camped at the wilderness of Zin. This is Kadesh. And they set out from Kadesh and camped at Mount Hor on the edge of the land of Edom. And Aaron the priest went up Mount Hor at the command of the Lord and died there. At the 40th year of the people of Israel had come out of the land of Egypt, the first day, the 5th month, and Aaron was 123 years old when he died at Mount Hor. And the Canaanite, the king of Arad, who lived in the Geb in the land of Canaan, heard the coming of the people of Israel. They set out from Mount Hor and camped at Zalmunna. They set out from Zalmunna and camped at Punon. They set out from Punon and camped at Obath. They set out from Obath and camped at Iabon, the territory of Moab. And they set out from Lim and camped at Dibon-Gad. And they set out from Dibon-Gad and camped at Almon-Dibelah. And they set out from Almon-Dibelah and camped in the mountains of Abram before Nebeb. And out of the mountains of Abram and camped the plains of Moab and the Jordan of Jericho. They camped at the Jordan at Beth-Shemesh as far as Abel-Shem in the plains of Moab. The Lord spoke to Moses in the plains of Moab by the Jordan of Jericho, saying, Speak to the people of Israel and say to them, When you pass over the Jordan into the land of Canaan, then you shall drive out all the inhabitants of the land from before you, and destroy all their figured stones, and destroy all their metal images, and demolish all their high places. You shall take possession of the land and settle it, for I have given the land that you possess it. You you shall inherit the land by lot according to your plans. To a large tribe you shall give a large inheritance. To a small tribe you shall give a small inheritance. Wherever the lot falls for anyone, that shall be his. According to the tribes of your fathers you shall inherit. But if you do not drive out the inhabitants of the land from before you, then those of them who let you remain shall be as barbs in your eyes and thorns in your sides, and you shall trouble you in the land where you dwell. And I will do to you as I thought to do to them. 34. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Command the people of Israel, and say to them, wherever you enter, when you enter the land of Canaan, this is the land you shall fall for an inheritance. The land of Canaan was defined as its borders. Your south side shall be from the wilderness from Zin, alongside Edom, and your southern border shall run along the end of the Salt Sea on the east, and your border shall turn south of the ascent of Ekron and cross to Zin, and its limit shall be south of Kadesh Barnea. And then it shall go on to Hazar Adar, and pass along to Asmon. And the border shall turn from Asmon to the brook of Egypt, and its limit shall be at the sea. For the western border you shall have the great sea on its coast. This shall be your western border. This shall be your northern border. For the great sea you shall draw a line to Mount Hor. From Mount Hor you shall draw a line to Hamath, and limit the border shall be at Zedad, and the border shall extend to Zimad, and the limit shall be Hezron Enon. This shall be your northern border. You shall draw a line for your eastern border from Hazar Enon to Shepma, and the border shall go down from Shepma to Riblah at the east side of Ain. But the border shall go down to reach the shoulder of the sea of Cherith at the east. And the border shall go down and reach the shoulder of the sea of Cherith at the east. The border shall go down to the Jordan, and its limit shall be at the Salt Sea. This shall be your land as defined by the borders all around. Moses commanded the people of Israel, saying, This is the land that you shall inherit by lot, which the Lord has commanded, to give to the 9 tribes, and to the half-tribe, for the tribe of the people of Reuben by fathers, the houses of the tribe, their fathers' houses, and received the inheritance. Also the half-tribe of Manasseh, the 2 tribes and the half-tribe have received their inheritance beyond the Jordan east of Jericho, towards the sunrise. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, These are the names of the men who shall divide the land to you for inheritance. Eleazar the priest and Joshua the son of Nun shall take one chief from every tribe to divide the land for inheritance. These are the names of the men of the tribe of Judah: Caleb the son of Jephunneh, of the tribe of the people of Simeon; Shemuel the son of Ahmed, and the tribe of Benjamin; Eldad the son of Chislan, the tribe of the people of Dan; and the chief Buki the son of Jogli, the people of Joseph, the tribe of the people of Manasseh, the chief; Haniel the son of Ephod, the tribe of the people of Ephraim, the chief; Kemuel the son of Shiptah, the tribe of the people of Zebulun, the chief; Elzaphan the son of Parnach, and the tribe of the people of Issachar, a chief; Petiel the son of Azan, and the tribe of the people of Asher, a chief; Ahidad the son of Shemuel, the tribe of the people of Naphtali, the chief; Pedeo the son of Ammirad. These are the men whom the Lord commanded to divide the inheritance for the people of Israel into the land of Canaan. Chapter 35. The Lord spoke to Moses in the plains of Moab by the Jordan at Jericho, saying, Command the people of Israel to give to the Levites some of the inheritance of their possession, as cities for them to dwell in. And they shall give to the Levites pasture lands around the city. The cities shall be theirs to dwell in, and the pasture lands shall be for the cattle and the livestock and for the beasts. The pasture lands of the cities which you shall give to the Levites shall reach from the wall of the city towards 1,000 cubits all around. And you shall measure outside the city on the east side of 2,000 cubits, on the south side 2,000 cubits, or on the west side 2,000 cubits, and on the north side 2,000 cubits, the city being in the middle. This shall belong to them as pasture land for their cities. The cities that you give to the Levites shall be the 6 cities of refuge, where you shall permit the manslayer to be. In addition to them, you shall give 42 cities, and all the cities that you give to the Levites shall be 48, with their pasture lands. As for the cities that you shall give from the possession of the people of Israel, from the larger tribes you shall take many, from the smaller tribes you shall take few, each in proportions to the inheritance that it inherits. So give those cities to the Levites. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the people of Israel, and say to them, When you cross the Jordan into the land of Canaan, then you shall select cities to the cities of refuge for you, that the manslayer who kills any person without intent may flee them. The cities shall be for you a refuge from an avenger, and a manslayer may not die until he stands before the congregation for judgment. The cities that you shall give be your 6 cities of refuge. You shall give 3 cities beyond the Jordan, 3 cities, the land of Canaan, to the city of refuge. These cities, 6 cities, shall be refuge for the people of Israel, and for the stranger and for the sojourner among them, that anyone who kills any person without intent may flee there. But if he struck down with an iron object so that he died, he is a murderer. The murderer shall be put to death, and if he struck down and used a stone tool that could cause death and he died, he is a murderer. The murderer shall be put to death. If he struck him down with a wooden tool that could cause death and he died, he is a murderer. The murderer shall be put to death. The avenger of blood shall put the murderer to death. When he meets him, he shall be put to death. And if he push him out of hatred or hurled something at him lying waste that he died, when enmity he struck him down with his hands so that he died, then he who struck the blow shall be put to death. He is a murderer. The avenger of blood shall put the murder of death where he meets him. But if he pushed him suddenly without enmity, or hurled anything on him without longing away, or used a stone that could cause death, and without seeing him dropped it on him, so that he died, though he was not his enemy and did not seek his harm, then the congregation shall judge between the manslayer and the avenger of blood. In accordance with these rules, and the congregation shall rescue the manslayer from the hands of the avenger of blood, and the congregation shall restore him to a city of refuge to which he had fled, and he shall live in it to the death of the high priest, who was anointed with holy oil. But if the manslayer shall at any time go beyond the boundaries of the city of refuge of which he fled, the avenger of blood finds him outside the boundaries of the city of refuge. The avenger of blood kills the manslayer, he shall not be guilty of blood, for he must remain in his city of refuge until the death of the high priest. But after the death of the high priest, the manslayer shall return to the land of possession. And these things shall be for a statute and for the rule throughout your generations in all your dwelling places. If anyone kills a person, the murderer shall be put to death on the evidence of witnesses. But no person shall be put to death on the testimony of one witness. Moreover, you shall accept no ransom for the life of a murderer. He who is guilty of death shall not be put, but he shall not be put to death. And you shall accept no ransom for him who has fled to the city of refuge, that he may return to dwell on land before the death of the high priest. You shall not pollute the land in which you live, for blood pollutes the land, and no atonement can be made for the land, for the blood that is shed in it, except by the blood of the one who shed it. You shall not defile the land in which you live, in the midst of which I dwell, for I, the Lord, dwell in the midst of the people of Israel. 36. The heads of the father's house of the clans of the people of Gilead, the son of Micah, the son of Manasseh, from the clans of the people of Joseph, came near to spoke to Moses before the chiefs, the head of the father's houses, and of the people of Israel. They said, The Lord commanded my Lord to give the land for inheritance by the lot of the people of Israel, and the Lord was commanded by the Lord to give the inheritance of Zephaniah, our brothers, to his daughters. But if they are married to any of the sons of the other tribes of the people of Israel, then their inheritance will be taken from the inheritance of their fathers and added to the inheritance of the tribe for which they married. So it will be taken away from the lot of people of Israel comes, and their inheritance will be added to the inheritance of the tribe into which they married, and their inheritance shall be taken from the inheritance of the tribe of our fathers. Moses commanded the people of Israel according to the word of the Lord, saying, The tribe of the people of Joseph is right. This is what the Lord commands concerning the daughters of Zephaniah. Let them marry whom they think best. Only they shall marry within the clan of the tribe of their father. The inheritance of the people of Israel shall not be transferred from one tribe to another. For every one of the people of Israel shall hold on to the inheritance of the tribe of his fathers. Every daughter possesses an inheritance, and every tribe of people of Israel shall be wife to one of the clan of the tribe of her father, so that every one of the people of Israel may possess the inheritance of his fathers. So no inheritance shall be transferred from one tribe to another. For each of the tribes of the people of Israel shall hold to its own inheritance. The daughters of Zephaniah did as the Lord commanded Moses. For Mahlah, Tisra, Hagar, and Milcah, and Noah, the daughters of Zephaniah, who were married to the sons of the father's brothers. They were married into the clans of the people of Manasseh and the sons of Joseph. Their inheritance remained in the tribe of their father's clan. These are the commandments and the rules that the Lord commanded through Moses to the people of Israel in the plains of Moab by the Jordan at Jericho.